right, it's time to move into the Boys Palmsworth State Farm Full Court Press, and we are joined by Braves coach Justin Parsons. And Coach, big win last night. Got the ticket punched to the playoffs, and you're playing for seeding, and it's going to be tough tonight taking on the #1 seed New Albany Bulldogs.
It's going to be tough, but yeah, you said it right. We punched our ticket, so but now we got a quick turnaround and got to play the #1 team in our division, which is New Albany.
Tell us? I mean, we've seen them play again, but it's been a while. What is it that they do so well that makes them so tough?
Casey and I was talking, and they're hard to defend because they've got multiple players that can defeat you, that can beat you. They've got shooters, they got people who can rebound. So we've got a tall task in front of us tonight, but this is going to be the first night that we're actually at full strength playing them. Last 2 games that we played them, we've had 2 starters out. So I think hopefully, hopefully we can knock them in the mouth and do something special tonight.
Well, that's why playing this tournament at home. That's what you wanted,
yeah.
So that you've got your opportunity. Basically, you're in the playoffs now, so it's gravy time from here on out. Anything you can get.
Nothing nothing matters what went on during the season. Everything is, just
right.
Everything now is just, hey, let's play basketball, and I think we're playing better. We've won two games straight. We beat Corinth. We just beat South Pontotoc. So we're playing better basketball, and tonight we got to take care of the basketball. We got to watch our passes. Got to be able to handle their pressure. And,
we talked about the other night that this is the time of year to be playing your best basketball, and that's what's happening.
Yeah, we're playing better, and some guys are stepping up, getting more confidence, and so love seeing that. I love, we got another week when you got a young team, and that extra week of getting 3 extra games. It's huge. So hopefully, more than 3 games. Hopefully we can take care of business tonight, and I think we got a good shot if we can get into the finals. But tonight's going to be a totally different game than what I'm already calling it. It's going to be a totally different game than what we played them thus far this season. And so it's going to be a tough challenge. They're good. They're athletic. They're good.
These last 2 games, Corinth, to end the regular season, and then South Pontotoc last night. One thing, obviously, players contribute, different players, different things, but just a player that stood out to me against Corinth was Cooper Clark.
Yeah.
It just seemed like his effort, and he was just everywhere the ball was, Cooper was there. Last night, Luke Edwards seemed like, I don't know how many rebounds he had the first quarter, but he had a ton of rebounds. So you've had different players stepping up, maybe not a ton of points, but what they're doing outside of that is really affecting the game.
I think we had 3 or 4 finished at 7 points, and Kaysen finished at 28. But yeah, they're doing more than just scoring. They're getting involved in the game in other areas, like the hustle that Cooper Clark brings. Right. Edwards is rebounding, and the Patson's doing his thing, and you've got Eli, being long and just being that guy who's a threat to block your shot.
And he had some good looks for. He just couldn't.
I never said it would not go in for him.
Soft shots just wouldn't fall. They just
He got some pretty good looks.
Yeah, he did.
Didn't go in.
But one thing I like about Eli, that's a smiling dude when he's on the court. You can tell he is loving playing the game.
Yeah, he's loving it.
Yeah.
So you'll see him tonight, maybe run a little point guard.
All right. Hey, we kind of gave Coach Strickland an opportunity last night to do the same thing, talk about his seniors. You got Luke Edwards and Kaysen McNutt. Kind of talk about their contribution over their time.
I will say Luke was a graduating junior. We've talked him into coming back.
He's coming back.
So
you're only losing one off this team.
I'm losing Kaysen.
Well, you lost enough last year. You're due to just lose one.
Yeah.
Well, good boy. That's big. That's big, yeah.
But Kaysen, I've known Kaysen ever since he was a 6th grader. I actually, when I came over here to Tishomingo County, and I started teaching I came here and taught science, and I went to the middle school and taught 6th grade, but that's where I actually met and knew Kaysen, which I knew him, playing basketball 7th, 8th grade, and he started ever since he was a 9th grader here.
Right.
Got all division as 9th grader. So, and Kaysen helps me with the side hustle I do, cook a little crawfish, and Kaysen, me and Kaysen's like he's family.
That's good. Yeah.
So I'm gonna miss Kaysen. We've been through a lot. We've made the playoffs, I think, just about every year that he's been here, and we've had some great wins, and we've had our downs, but we've had a lot of ups, and it's gonna be emotional.
Yeah, he's
at the end of it.
His athletic ability. the hop he has with his
turned it
size.
on last night, didn't he?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, there was one time he did a true finger roll.
Yeah.
That we thought he was going to dunk the ball. And he
I gave y'all some things I was looking for.
We talked about that.
I was like, get it to him in the corner, and what did I want him to do?
Yeah.
Attack it.
We could have just about took that text you sent us and we were checking it off.
Hey.
I was calling you Nostradamus because everything was happening on that list was happening in the game.
Yeah, because you talked about trying to get ahead early and then kind of slowing it down a little bit. And don't you love it as a coach when you have a game
slowing it down there for a little bit, and we ended up turning it over.
But don't you kind of, obviously when you put a plan together, your guys execute it,
it's
and
great.
it turns out it's great, isn't it?
It's fun. It's like they went odd front on us at the very end, and they called timeout, and I was like, hey, this is about to work. And Kaysen ended up getting that last layup. Right. They executed it. It's great when they execute it, but they're learning and they're becoming more consistent as players, and that's great to see and just to see them grow.
They ought to be playing with a lot of confidence tonight.
I hope so. I hope
with the last two games they're playing at home too.
Yeah, I was telling Jacob, I was like, I hope they just obviously they're probably going to be a little tired because we don't have a lot of depth right now.
Right.
So I hope they fight through that mental part where you might feel a little tired and fatigued and so forth. But I'll go ahead and give y'all a little glimpse. If we can handle them jumping at us, they're going to jump, especially on the ball screens. If we can handle that and hit the counters to some options that we have and make the passes there, I think it's going to be a ball game.
Yeah. Yep.
So we've got a game plan. So we'll see. If they go man, we'll see if we can execute. If they go, we'll see that odd front possibly again 1-3-1. Like we did against South Pontotoc early on. We'll see if we can't, execute.
You mentioned about having a young team, and we talked about, graduating the 8 seniors last year, and you got a lot of players that started for the first time this year. What's just in the last minute we have here? When you look at the games, look at the practices, what's been the biggest area of improvement that you've seen as a team since game one?
The culture of them understanding that. Our culture has changed, but just the understanding, like, hey, I've got to, maybe put a little bit work in or just focus a little bit more, and now stepping up because some of them, early on in the season we actually had one that left us. They didn't have as much responsibility, but they kind of got thrown in the spotlight and they had to step up, like Bryson Westbrook, Paxton, Edwards, Eli, Cooper, and we had our struggles early on.
Right.
And now you're seeing them kind of grasp it and take the reins themselves. And Kaysen's doing a good job of leading, and he's eventually going to hand them over, and these guys are going to take it, and we'll have another group come through. So, just the leadership and them becoming leaders themselves.
Good deal.
All right, well, we're about ready to kick off the second half here for the girls. Coach, appreciate it. Good
Girls
stuff.
are playing good, aren't they?
Good stuff as always,
guys.
Yep. And good luck tonight. We definitely would like to see a win.
Absolutely.
Let's get it done.
Absolutely. Go get it.
All right, that's Braves basketball coach, head coach Justin Parsons. Good stuff as always.